Alright.
Hey guys, how are you guys today?
Good, thank you.
Nice. So who we are is Operation Cybersense. Our team consists of 6 students from Leota, and we have a goal to make memorable times for elementary schoolers on the internet. We start at the roots of the North Shore School District, the elementary schools, to stop the problem of cyber risks at the beginning. So the plan for this assembly is first the presentation, Q&A, and lastly a quick poster for you guys.
Okay guys, so to teach you guys more about our cybersecurity, we're going to use the 6 Infinity Stones. You probably heard of Avengers, right? So these are the 6 Infinity Stones in Avengers Endgame. Mind Stone, Soul Stone, Power Stone, Reality Stone, Space Stone, and Time Stone. So we're going to use these stones to show our how to be aware in cyber. So Mind Stone. It's protecting your personal information. So you never share your full name, like your whole full name on any website, where you live, your IP address, anything. Do not share on anywhere. Okay? Only if it's trusted. And remember, never talk with anyone online. Okay? Even if it might be some games, never. Okay? Because remember, stranger danger always applies, even when it's online. Okay?
The Soul Stone, using strong passwords. So first, you gotta use strong passwords, or else you're easily gonna get hacked. Like, you don't want everything you know to be taken away from you. Do not use passwords like 123 password or your name, because those are so easily guessable. Like, you don't want anyone taking all your money or everything that you own. You should use a strong password. Pick 2 random words. I'll use, I don't know, trolls and spaghetti. I'll put troll spaghetti number 9. And I could add like a hashtag. That's even harder to crack. Troll spaghetti number 9 hashtag is so hard to crack. Hackers can guess normal passwords like these within seconds, but these take literal hours. Here's an example. Pizza type 42. You should write it down somewhere, because you don't want to forget it, right? Then you'll be like, oh, where'd all my money go? I forgot it. And it takes hours to get your password back. Only you should know it.
So, I'm guessing all of you who have been on the internet before have browsed before, correct? But there's a strong reality here, as the Reality Stone suggests, that when you browse something, that doesn't mean that what you browse cannot be looked by other people. Since this is the internet, people can scan and see what you actually browse. So you would never want to browse, like, let's say, your personal information, as we talked about, and especially never put it in any sites that look like sketchy. For example, like if I go onto a website and, for example, it's like poorly made and it's like a .html and the design doesn't look good and it asks some things that you're not really comfortable with, never input your information. Instead, what you should try to do is you should try to use your personal information as little as possible when you're browsing. Browse generic search terms that cannot be tracked directly to you. And if you are doing it, make sure to do it on a safe and trusted website. And also make sure that in order to avoid further things like this, that you apply ad block, because ad block blocks ads that you have, thus not allowing you to go to sketchy websites. As ads are not only ways to market items, it's also ways that people can reach out to you and grab your personal information through unnecessary transactions. So you want to be careful with that. You want to make sure that you know the reality in your head that everything that you put in can be tracked and can be taken and used against you. So, there's also a crucial part about sharing your information online. This is where the time stone comes in. It's because the most crucial idea about sharing your information on the internet is that it doesn't matter if you put in a video or a picture of you and you delete it, it's still going to be there. Like, let's say I put an embarrassing picture of me at 5 years old eating spaghetti, a very unnecessary way, and I post that on Facebook, for example, as a joke. But then when I grow up around 13, I decide to change my mind and want to take it out. Now, even though I could take it out, that doesn't exactly mean that it's not in someone else's hands. Because someone could have taken a screenshot of it, someone could have recorded it, someone could have downloaded it or copied it. It doesn't matter what you put or how long you put. In a matter of seconds, someone can record your entire video. And so you want to make sure that you keep this one golden rule in your mind, is that if I am posting something, would I want this to be on the internet forever until the end of the internet? Would I never regret posting this or have a change in mind or have a change in any preference or any ideas that I posted on that post? So next time you're trying to post something on the internet or trying to share something, just make sure that people can have it forever as long as the internet stands. So be careful and make sure you understand the value of time and how in a little amount of time these can be stored for an infinite amount of time.
The next stone in our 6 stones is the space stone, and this is linked to phishing emails. There are cyber criminals on the internet, and they want to do anything to get your personal information. And a common way they do this is by sending phishing emails. Phishing emails are emails that often have a sketchy link on them that will take you to something that will take your personal information. So remember, if an email has something that's too good to be true, it is most likely a scam. Here are a few red flags that indicate if an email is a phishing email. Something that says free Robux or free rewards is often a phishing email. No one would give you free stuff just for randomly, right? Another red flag for phishing emails is if it asks for your password. Never give your personal information, like passwords, to anyone on the internet, especially if they send you an email asking for it. Weird spelling and strange links isn't often a sign of phishing emails. Scammers that make phishing emails don't spend time on their emails, and they'll always have spelling mistakes or strange links. And if you don't know the person who sent the email, always remember to be skeptical about that email, because there's a high chance that it could be a phishing email. Ask yourself, why would strangers give me random free stuff, right? Here's an example phishing email. Let's look at the clues that indicate that this is a phishing email. On the top, we can see that it says, you won a $1,000 gift card. This is one of those too good to be true offers. There's a rare chance that someone would just give you $1,000 for free, right? Here you can also see that the name of the person is Gift Cards Direct, but the email has G1FT Cards Direct. There's a difference between the name and the email of the person who's sending the email. This can often be a sign of a phishing email. Here it says to click a link. Never click these links because they often take you to a website that can steal your personal information. Here you can also see that it's D-E-E-R. Is that how you spell dear customer? That's wrong, right? This is a spelling and grammatical error. There are a lot of spelling and grammatical errors in phishing emails. Here it says, in the next 24 hours only can you redeem your prize. This demands urgency, so never touch these emails. It requests sensitive emails, it requests sensitive information, and it has a suspicious attachment. Do not click on these attachments because they can often be similar to these links that take you to sketchy websites to take your information.
Alright guys, so the last thing that we have that we're going to talk about is against cyberbullying. So while surfing through the waters of the internet, cyberbullying is when everything starts to flood, including your personal and private information, which are actively at risk. So if you decide to, cyberbully the person back, do not ever try that at home or anywhere. Because if you decide to cyberbully the person back, you end up becoming a cyberbully yourself or become, into more legal trouble. So instead, very simple, don't fight fire with fire. So instead, what you want to do is screenshot the evidence and block and report. So the reasons that you want to do this is because the cyberbully could be, potentially cyberbullying many other people across the internet. And you don't want to, let's say just let the cyberbully free. You want them to, properly go through the legal process so that many other cyber users, and including yourself, are safe. Next thing you want to do is block and report for the most efficient way to handle the cyberbullying. And next thing is tell a trusted adult. for once, after your cyberbullying, it's really, really hard to go back to normal. So tell a trusted adult and express your feelings about how you're feeling so that people can better help you. And lastly, get help if it feels serious. So all in all, we have learned, how to handle, the cyberspace, how to, get through and how to go around. So throughout this time, I hope you've learned that, whenever you see a cyber risk, you can kind of snap your way out of it with these infinity stones.
Now we're gonna play a game.
Okay, so the game is called Safe or Sketchy. In this game, I'll show a picture and you have to tell me if you think it's safe or sketchy. Let's start. First, we have a picture of a passwords folder. Do you think these passwords are safe or sketchy? I'll give you 5 seconds.
Safe.
Okay, what do you guys think?
It is safe.
Okay, if you guys said it was safe, you were right. These passwords have a mix of random words and numbers after it. So these are safe.
So if you look at this person who's looking at his text, there's a lot of really interesting types of texts, interesting types of emails that I don't really think is going to appear really, good for this person. It looks really interesting. So I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds to think what type of mode of communication is this, sketchy or safe?
It's sketchy. It's sketchy.
If you guys said sketchy, you guys are correct. This is indeed a sketchy type of act.
So, BECU is a bank, if you don't know, and it has an official website. So, I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds, and I want you to use your gauntlet powers that you have gotten to determine if this website is safe or sketchy to put in your personal information.
Sketchy. 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 Safe.
If you thought sketchy, then you are correct. Because everything seems normal on the surface. However, if you take a closer look at the top of the URL, usually in a bank, you wouldn't have some random sort of characters or anything unusual. You would most likely have either a .com, like the name of the bank, and then .com, or you would have the name of the bank or .org. But in this case, if you take a closer look up here, you'll see that it says login.totally legit BECU bank trust.org. That isn't a regular BECU, because if it was the true one, it would just say BECU.org. And so you want to make sure that you are able to identify a URL and understand, okay, on the surface it seems fine, but if we dig deeper, is this truly safe?
So, you see this. Oh, you're infected with a lot of viruses. We're really downloading this many folders, but look, it says not secure. You could tell for a fact that that's sketchy. And normally this would not happen on a browser. It would happen outside the screen. You could tell these ways that this is in fact safe or sketchy.
Sketchy.
You guys were right. It's sketchy.
Alright, so next up what we have is a very interesting part to actually we have here. So, because we kind of look at these websites, the first thing you want to see, if you want to see if it's safe or sketchy, you look at the websites and see if they're legitimate or not. But they're pretty much similar in this case. So I want you to take a look at these really carefully and think which laptop has the safe or sketchy part. Which one is safe, left or right?
Left, right.
Right. It has to be right.
So if you guys said right, well, you're actually incorrect because the left one is actually going to be safe. So here's some pointers. Right? Whenever you're looking at the website style, you don't always have to look at how styled it is or how it's designed. I want you to take a look at the URL. If it doesn't have the S or the lock, the S or the lock basically means secure, and lock means that it is going through a secure network. If it doesn't have the S or a lock, you cannot guarantee your safety online. So make sure next time, let's think beyond the words, let's think beyond the design, and let's see if that URL is legitimate or not.
Okay, next we have an email. This email is from little Timmy in 6th period to his teacher, Miss Thompson. in this email, let's see, he says his username and password. Do you guys think this is safe or sketchy?
Sketchy.
If you guys said sketchy, you would be right. You should never share your password, even if it's with because emails can easily be hacked into. You should never be sharing your password outside of trusted adults.
Does anyone have any questions? So if you have any questions about the Infinity Gauntlet, anything, please ask us.
Just like raise your hand right now. Any questions?
Oh yes, sir in the back.
How will this help me in the future?
So this will help you. So there's a lot of cyber scams, especially in Washington. Around 42%, okay, are kids in cyber scams. Especially when we talk with a college like a school person, school technician, she said that almost multiple people were getting cyber scammed in middle school and high school. So we plan to do early prevention with this to create better understanding of cybersecurity to little kids. Yes, sir, in the front.
Is there anywhere I can contact you guys?
Yes. So we have a YouTube channel. It's called Operation Cybersense. That's what our whole project is called. You can see our videos there. We post almost weekly.
We're posting this too, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna be posting this one
posting
too.
this time, so if you like forget anything, you can just look at it.
Yeah, sir, in the left.
How do I get ad block?
Okay, so the way you get ad block is you search UI block. It's one of the most trusted ad blocks out there, and you just download it to your Chrome extension, and it should help you block all like ads and pop-up ads and all those type of stuff you saw.
And if you're not using Chrome, you can just search up extension store, and there will be plenty. And you can just see the reviews and see which one is trustworthy.
Also,
Yeah.
if you have a school computer, AdBlock will already be installed on your computer, so it'll be easier to block your ads.
Yeah, sir.
So now that I've learned all these skills, how can I practice these cyber skills?
Do you want to say?
Well, in the future, we're going to have more assemblies and workshops, and we can have advanced questions that you can answer. We also have a website where we're going to post quiz and forums that you can answer.
And what I would also recommend is the skills you have learned, take a closer look at like your computer, see, do I have all of these set up and do I have this knowledge reinforced in my mind? And do I truly have the gems inside my mind, or do I just have it on the surface? So I would recommend you watch this again and really understand what you need to do. Write some action plans on what to actually do, and then you could go step by step and start reinforcing your environment. Yes, you?
So I have a question. How does this impact everyone? Like you said, it impacts elementary schools, but what about the whole nation?
So actually, how this impacts is because we know there's a lot of children in this environment, right? New people coming every day. Even some people who are not from here, who don't know how to traverse through the internet. There are some people who don't know the internet that well. For example, older people, but also children, because children sometimes don't know how to read or write, and so sometimes people on the internet might want to take advantage of that. And so you want to make sure that you are being guided, and that this really helps because it's making the process much more simpler. It is taking the complex ideas that scammers and hackers are using to manipulate you, and we're bringing it out on the sunlight, so that you're able to see clearly where they can crack into your environment, and you want to make sure that you have that covered. Because it's not about complex systems, it's about simple and things that you can actually take action on that make great progress.
Okay guys, so we have a very quick post survey for everyone to fill out. Write your name at top.
We'll pass this out right after the presentation.
Yeah, we'll do it a bit later.
So currently, thank you guys for listening.
And I hope your newly achieved cyber gauntlet helps you in the future. Thank you guys.
You guys
Thank you.
can
Thank you.
See you guys later.